Chirino, qué gusto saludarle.
Buen día, doctor. Good morning.
Okay, we're going to start. Is that all right? Very well. Good afternoon for some of you. Good morning for all of us. We are pleased to welcome you to the 2024 award ceremony for the third IAUP International Business Model Student Competition. This initiative is part of the International Association of University Presidents, IAUP, 2021-2024 strategic initiatives developed to foster innovation and collaboration among the next generation of leaders. Launched with support from CETIS University, the program is designed to challenge undergraduate students to create innovative business models. These models are intended to address and support the goals outlined in the 2030 United Nations Development Agenda, focused on sustainable development, poverty reduction, and global prosperity. By engaging young minds in this competition, we aim to cultivating a sense of social responsibility to contribute positively to global development goals through practical and impactful business solutions. Past winners have included students from Hunan Normal University, CS University, International University of Business, Agriculture and Technology, Technological Institute of the Philippines, and Affordable International University. This is something in which everyone here present could send a participation proposal without the need to pay any registration system just because the institutions are part of the IAUP. It's one of the benefits of the IAUP. Before we continue with this, I would like to ask every one of you to turn on your cameras so that we can have the picture of the event for the corresponding reports. Please, cameras on, just a couple of minutes, and we will have the picture taken. Okay. Raul, will you help us with the pictures?
Sure.
Thank you very much.
Ready? And great. That's it. Thank you.
One more, that's it. Okay, thank you very much. I am Dr. Noé Chirino. I am the Director of International Strategic Initiatives for the IAUP and CETIS University. And now I am pleased to introduce Dr. Gretel Nevares, who is a full-time professor at CETIS University, and she has been an important part of this activity too, with also contribution with Ulises Moreno here present as well, Raúl Cuevas and Carlota, to whom I am very thankful. And now Dr. Gretel Nevares is going to give us a few words about this competition, and she's going to announce also the winners of this third edition. Dr. Nevares, please go ahead.
Thank you, Dr. Chirino. Greetings, everyone. In 2015, the United Nations approved the 2030 Agenda for Sustainable Development, providing a global opportunity for countries and societies to embark on a new path to improve the lives of all their citizens. The agenda has 17 sustainable development goals, including the elimination of poverty and hunger, the fight against climate change, and gender equality, to name a few. In this call, students were invited to participate by generating an innovative business model that addressed unmet needs or problems arising in national or international contexts with products or services that fulfill at least one objective of the 2030 Agenda for Sustainable Development, while considering national and international development policies. There were two categories of participation: projects and models developed for university benefits, and projects and models developed for community benefits. In total, we received close to 40 projects from 12 universities in 10 countries, which were evaluated by an independent group of experts. Now, we will proceed to announce the winners of this year's competition. In third place, from the United Kingdom, Nottingham Trent University with the project Save Reality. In second place, from Bangladesh Daffodil International University with the project Hydrogen Labs. And finally, in first place, from Mexico, CETIS University with the project Mini Minds. Thank you to all participants for their innovative contributions and dedication to addressing global challenges through sustainable business models. We now invite each team leader to present their business model idea to the group. Each team will have 10 minutes for their presentation. We will begin with Save Reality. Please, the leader for Save Reality can proceed with the explanation.
So, do you know,
Hi, can you hear me well?
SE1. Is that narrowed down?
Okay, we're just going to wait to share our slides and then we'll start.
Yeah, it says host disabled attendee screen sharing. I'm unable to share my slides.
Oh, that's all right. Yeah.
Can you try again?
Yes. Can you see my screen?
Yeah, I mean, I think that's fine.
No.
He's not giving me kind of like set slots, so I'm just going to ask him what's best for people and try and fit it in where it's available. So if that means better for you, I can figure that out.
No, I can't see it.
Yeah, is it still not possible?
Yeah, no, I think,
Have you started sharing it?
I've started sharing it, but I'm not sure if it's visible.
Je- Jenica or Kashanika, does it keep saying something about the permission, or the problem is it something different?
It's permission. I have to get permission to share my screen.
You still have no permission?
Please grant browser access.
Oh, perfect. Yeah, that's good.
If you will prefer, you can send the presentation to me by the chat, and I can help you with it.
Yeah, how can I see you?
Just click on chat. Did you found that?
Yeah.
And then just go, it says two, and then click on the arrow, and then select my name, which is Gretel Navarez.
Yeah.
Okay. And then you have to send the file. Show the
Okay. It's uploading.
Okay. There you go. I just received it. I'm going to open it. Okay, so remember you have 10 minutes, and each time you need me to change the slide, just tell me, okay? Let me know.
Cool. Yeah, amazing.
Go ahead, please.
Thanks, Gato. Good day, everyone. My name is Ginika, and with me is Shanika, and we are the co-presidents of Enactus NTU. We're excited to share our project with you today. Our project is Save Reality. We would like to express our gratitude for your attention and this opportunity. We firmly believe that with your support, we can make a significant impact in reducing knife crime and saving lives in our community. Today, we'll be addressing the pressing issue, knife crime, that has been plaguing Nottingham and other countries, including Cuba, Bhutan, Tanzania, Algeria, Grenada, Qatar, Morocco, Slovenia, Singapore, Poland, Kazakhstan, Sri Lanka, Hungary, just to name a few, where over 50% of homicides involve knife or other sharp instruments. Next slide, please. Knife crime in Nottingham is a pervasive and urgent problem. This issue is further aggravated by cultural glorification and the lack of access to first aid resources, leading to preventable fatalities. A knife wound can cause fatal bleeding within just 5 minutes, while the average ambulance response time can take up to 8 minutes. As of 2024, the crime rate in Nottingham has seen a staggering increase of 40%. Coupled with increased wait times in emergency rooms, this paints a grim picture of our community. Next slide, please.
I'm sorry, Jenica. Apparently, I received the wrong file. So I will download the correct one, okay? So you can keep going.
Cool. Yeah, we'll do that. Cheers. Take care. Right. Okay. She's the man. Like, he's so lovely.
So is this a correct file?
Yes, it is.
Okay, excellent.
If you can start from the second slide. Great,
Oh,
thank
the
you.
second. Okay. Mhm.
Thank you. Across England and Wales, knife crime has risen by 90% between 2012 and 2020. Despite a general downward trend in homicides due to knife assault and hospital admissions for knife-related injuries, the prevalence of knife violence remains unacceptably high. Globally, knives and other sharp projects were the weapon of choice in 22% of all homicides in 2017, totaling 97,183 deaths. Across African nations such as South Africa, they exhibit high rates of stabbings deaths per 100,000 people. However, this issue is not confined to any single continent, with countries like Russia and Honduras also reporting high rates. Real life stories highlight the human toll of knife crime. In the UK, there were 2,300 victims of knife crime aged 18 or younger last year, a 45% increase across the last 3 years. High profile cases such as the murder of Cody Fisher and the stabbing death of Bailey Atkinson highlight the severity of this issue. Our solution is to empower individuals to become zero responders, providing immediate support to victims of knife crime and thereby reducing the number of deaths in our community. Our project, Save Reality, leverages VR technology to impart life saving skills to students and to make a positive impact on communities. We aim to raise awareness and promote the use of blade kits to prevent the loss of life due to knife crime. Next slide, please. Our methodology is built on three pillars: knowledge, skills, and behavior. We begin by educating individuals about what a bleed kit is and how it can save lives. Through immersive VR technology, we create experimental learning environments that allow individuals to practice and hone their skills. Our interactive VR maps guide young people to locate bleed kits in their vicinity. Next slide.
I'm sorry, I can barely hear you, Jenica.
Next slide, please.
Okay.
Here, you can see our detailed business model canvas, where our key partners' activity and resources, customer relationship channels and customer segments, as well as cost structure and revenue streams, are all centered on delivering life-saving VR-based first aid training to empower people with skills to respond to emergencies immediately. Next slide, please. Currently, our customers include youth training and development organizations and university communities. When considering expansion, we aim for a new customer segment to include companies so that we can have training development programs for their staff as well. Now moving on to Shanika.
Thank you. Now we'll take a look at the growth model, which is the next slide. So we plan to sell Save Reality as a service to companies where the employees can receive vital training as part of their staff development and first aid. The aim is to target companies that are within a 5-mile radius of where the bleed kits have been placed. This ensures that the people who are most likely to use them are actually trained on how to use them. In addition, we would be selling the bleed kits during our training sessions and nationally as well. We are also developing a second version of the game, which will provide a more immersive experience to create a simulation that puts the participants at the scene of a crime and takes them through the steps to treat the victim. This will hopefully help them feel more confident and equipped to treat a knife crime victim in real life. Next, please. So looking at our value proposition, by using this proactive approach, we are equipping people with the knowledge and the tools to prevent fatalities and reduce the severity of injuries. Bleed kits are a vital instrument for this, as first aid kits do not contain all the equipment needed to treat a stab wound. However, hence a bleed kit can be used while people are waiting for the ambulance to arrive. Next, please. Our revenue model. So we are currently, sorry, the slides are the latest slides that I sent you. The wrong one has been shared. The next slide is supposed to be the revenue model, and we are currently charging £50 per session to our beneficiaries, such as the Python Club, as a service fee. This is to help ensure all the resources that we need are provided during the session, and all the profits are then reinvested into our project. And as the project grows and our amount of services increase, we plan to increase the prices accordingly. Moving on to the validation of concept. Next slide. The impact. So now we have worked with the NTU Global Lounge and the Python Club and the Princess Trust here in the United Kingdom. So with NTU Global Lounge, we had a session of over 30 international students, and we managed to record some impact, such as their responses through interviews, where we found that 68% of the participants said that they felt confident in locating bleed kits after the session, and 57% of the participants said that they felt prepared to handle an emergency situation after the session. Next, please. So, validation of our concept. So we started with empathy training sessions using scenario-based questions to understand the audience's needs. In the proof of concept stage, we interviewed beneficiaries about their concerns on knife crime, discovering a strong interest in learning how to handle the stab wounds interactively. So using this feedback, we piloted Save Reality with the Python Club to gather real-world data. Finally, in the iterative development, we created a VR game for training on knife crime scenarios, particularly the response process. This process led to the development of a responsive minimal viable product of Save Reality. Next, please. So Save Reality is an Enactus project that is run by a group of students. Ginnik and I are the co-presidents of the team, and we have overseen delivering the Save Reality workshops for this past year. Our business advisors are Enactus UK and our NTU Enterprise. And we have also received corporate funding from organizations such as Ford. And yes, thank you. That's the end of our presentation.
Okay, thank you very much. Thank you very much, Team 3. So now we will proceed with team number 2, Hydrogen Labs. The leader of this team can proceed to
Excellent.
the explanation.
Yes. Thank you very much for the field. My teammates will send you the Mara Abdul Salam will send you the slides, or she can present it herself. Yes. So let's see. Mara, can you share the screen? Hello, Marwa. Can you share the screen, please?
Yes, yes. Can you see it? I'm sorry.
Wait 1 second. I can't really see it. Okay.
Is
Yeah,
it short
please.
now?
Yeah, it's very short. You need to like enlarge it a
Okay.
bit. Okay. Okay. Can you make it full screen?
It okay.
Okay. Thank you very much. Hello, everybody. My name is Arabi Chaudhary. I'm the leader of Hydrogen Labs, and my teammates will be presenting here is Mara Abdul Salam. And yeah, thank you for this stage. I'm very honored to be here. Okay, so firstly, let me describe what our project is about. Hydrogen Labs is a project which we focus on urban farming. At recent times, this has been the main focus of urban lifestyle and how you develop normal urban farming situation or farming kits in general. So we move on to the first slide, the problem statement. Over the last few years, what we have seen through Bangladesh and various Asia Pacific countries that there have been a dramatic increase in temperature. It's been a growing issue, and this year around, Bangladesh has seen a dramatic increase of 43 degrees Celsius, which is 3 degrees more than last year. It is very much a very problematic situation for our country in general, which has not very much of a living condition. Going forward, our target is to always develop our farming industries and innovate on them. As we can see, the context of the problem has been through temperature and agriculture, as there are many kinds of progression through many development periods. The main problems are water scarcity, land limitation, food price increases, harmful chemical use in foods, and volatile climate. And that can impact the urban farming, the youth, and the population growth of our marginalized population. Can we go to the next slide, please? So what is the solution to this entire problem? So what we have devised is a easy solution that any kind of millennial or Gen Z would like to see, which is a portable solution, which is a urban farming kit. So what do we provide in this urban farming kit? We provide seeds, hydroponic solution, peat, recycled containers, and recycled cups. The main goal of Hydrogen Labs when we started it was to like improve urban lifestyle because it is very much unlivable in metropolitan areas which are very much condensed. This is the main vision of the company, and going forward, our goal is comprehensive kit for urban growers, strategic partnership to expand the market, and cultivating inspiring efforts through informative content, workshops, and community engagement initiatives. Our unique selling proposition is complete packages, beginner-friendly kits that can be learned through digital platforms such as YouTube or our own content distribution centers, which we can set up from YouTube or any social media in general. Thank you. The next slide, please. Now this is our value proposition on our like entire business model canvas, and you can see what is here. Like the main value proposition is convenience, fresh produce at home, promoting eco-friendly practices and awareness, educational support, and customer satisfaction. The channels is gonna be B2C, obviously, because we are using social media and using digital marketing as a leverage for our business going forward. We will conduct campaigns and such for our own benefit and the benefit of the customers as well. We would be partnering up with various companies such as existing companies such as Daraz, which is a Bangladeshi distribution company and online distribution mainly. And this will be handled by another local company, which is Sundarban in Bangladesh. And we can scale that up to national or international scales by growing our business significantly. Our customer segmentation is pretty easy. We are targeting young people who are very much aware of the social issues. And going forward, they would like to invest in that for our own betterment of our future. That's our entire like business model canvas. It's very detailed. We're not going too deep into it. The next slide. Our target market or customer market, what we have segmented out is individuals, are homeowners, urban homeowners primarily, gardeners, and also health conscious consumers who are very much aware of issues in our population. Okay. Now, the commercial entities can be restaurants, educational institution, agricultures, and other companies also. Community engagement is also a part of this entire project. Market demand is already there. People are aware of the issues, and they are also trying to help this entire project to scale up. That's our main market size, and demand is pretty much based on that. Thank you. The next slide. The growth potential. So what we have seen from various research and various sources on social media and internet, that there is a very high possibility of scale. When we are scaling our business, we are primarily looking forward a global expansion because
How you sort of think the thing at the moment, which you
the main excuse me, but the main thing we are like mainly focusing on globalization of our product, because it's not a problem that is solely based on my country. It affects mainly the general population, which have very high population dense continents such as Asia Pacific, Europe, and Africa. And mainly our target is Asia Pacific and Europe. That's how we can scale. And for the future, we can go from here to another base growth management and distribution in general. We would be producing internationally as well when we scale our business to that length. Okay, now okay, please go to the next slide. Okay. Yeah, the value proposition, it's again a very detailed description. In general, we are proposing that you get convenience for our betterment of our society. That's the main basis of this entire project. We can also like provide them with education because it is very much required. People are aware, but they're not educated properly. That's what we are also targeting, to make people witness what is going on and what we have to change. Otherwise, we will be in a very desperately bad situation, which can be solved right now if we take the right steps. That is our entire value proposition. Now, I would like to hand the next slides over to Mara Abdul Salam, who's going to explain from there on. Thank you. Marwa, your mic is not open.
Can you hear me now? Hello?
Yes, yes.
Okay. Thank you, Arabi. Once again, I'm gonna talk on our financial model. So during the first year, our results came out very positive. We expect to have a high revenue that significantly exceeds the cost of goods sold, resulting in a substantial profit margin. This strong revenue stream, combined with careful expense management, is expected to lead to a positive net profit in the first year. Even though there will be operating expenses, they are seen as necessary investments in the future of this business. Finally, the break-even point, which is the break-even I'm sorry, which is the break-even point is approximately 6,535 units. It is projected to be reached quickly due to the strong financials, allowing the company to turn a profit sooner than anticipated. Next. These strong financial projections are underpinned by the widespread benefits of urban agriculture, offers significant environmental, social, economic, educational, and health benefits. Environmentally, it reduces the urban heat island effect, decreases carbon emissions from food transport, and uses water more efficiently. Socially, it encourages urban residents to engage in sustainable agriculture, enhances food security, and promotes modern agricultural practices. Economically, it generates employment, increases revenue for building owners, and offers cost savings for consumers. Educationally, it provides resources and workshops on hydroponic farming and fosters lifelong learning in sustainable practices. Health wise, it ensures access to food, fresh produce, reduces environmental pollutants, and improves mental well being through interaction with nature. Lastly, the survey results confirmed this demand, supporting the financial expectations and demonstrating a robust market ready to invest in sustainable gardening solutions. Together, these elements indicate a promising future for the hydroponic farming kit business with a solid foundation for success and growth. So, ladies and gentlemen, in a world where harmony between humanity and nature is threatened, our hydroponic kits offer a nurturing solution designed to bring the joy of gardening into your home. They promote a sustainable and eco friendly future. Grow fresh, healthy produce using less water and land than traditional farming. Our kits minimize environmental impact, reduce pesticide use, and support biodiversity. Each plant is a step towards a greener planet. Imagine harvesting your own vegetables free from harmful chemicals while reducing your carbon footprint. Together, we can create a future where innovation and nature coexist harmoniously. Join us, take home a hydroponic kit today, and be a part of the movement towards sustainable living. Let's grow a greener future together, one plant at a time. Thank you and happy farming.
Thank you very much, team number 2, and congratulations. Now we will proceed with team number 1, Mini Minds. Please, the leader of Mini Minds can start presenting.
Okay, so good morning. I am Maria Medrano, and I'm here with my partner Juliana for the company of Mini Minds for the competition. And our slogan for Mini Minds is where mini becomes mega. So our problem statement is that the UNICEF reports that over 600 million children worldwide are unable to attain minimum proficiency levels on academic subjects such as literature and mathematics. And that could be the root could be several factors, such as traditional classroom settings is not always catering to individual needs, and it's not something that children can be used to sometimes. Student schedules are and limited physical access to personalized tutoring can have a different factors of if it's geographical or financial, if they can't afford a tutor, a physical tutor, or their school doesn't provide those kinds of services. That also further advances these issues, as well as the impact that COVID-19 had on the learning development of a lot of children, especially for later in school classroom instructions. As we can see here from this graph that was pulled from the United Nations, over 33.2 million students in Mexico did not understand at least 3/4 of classroom instructions. For our business concept, Mini Minds is an online tutoring service that provides specific activities depending on the courses that the middle school and elementary school children have at school. We're going to develop a website that can run tests and can run activities that they can access completely online, whether it's by phone or tablet, and they can also, as an option, have tutoring lessons one-on-one. And we are going to promote ads and on the website so that the videos are fully supported by these ads, and we can not have them behind a paywall so that it's accessible to everyone. But the option is still there if they want to hire a personal tutor. And mostly we are trying to empower students that don't have the full capability, like my partner said, for geographical reasons, financial reasons, to have access to these kinds of tools, so that they can have an equal opportunity to learn subjects. And we're also going to mention that it's not a replacement for school; it's a tool besides school, so it's in addition to school that they already take. All right, so services and features that this website would have would be a service to be able to include video tutorials of these topics that children can choose, as well as having live tutoring sessions that can happen to also be recorded. So if live tutoring hours are not available anymore, or the student can't reach the teacher afterwards, they have the ability to go back and visit these video tutorials and sessions that they had, so that if there is a subject that they got stuck on or a concept, that they can be able to see what the teacher was explaining, the tutor, as well as what their own responses were, because it is the recorded session that they had previously. As well, that tutors can also assign interactive activities that can be hosted on the website to test students on their learned topics that they learned that week, or review material that they want to see further in the future.
And like we mentioned before, it's basically an online platform to summarize. Our key activities would go, like we mentioned before, access to the video tutorials, and even if they don't have access to internet at the moment, they can always go to a public place to get internet and download the videos so that they can watch them at home and do their homework. Our key resources would be a video service, video calls with the teachers as well, and also we would need servers for the videos. And our channels that we would use to give these services to our main target audience would be the website, the online application of these courses, and also the classes via Zoom or Google Meet, which are completely free as well. So it's also accessible in that aspect. Even if you pay for the tutoring, there is not an extra cost for the subscription to these channels as well. And the structural costs would mostly be website maintenance, domain payment, app store permissions, and the video call software license. The structural costs, we do not include the design because we do plan to do that ourselves, because we also can design websites, so that would be part of us. The income would mostly come from the ad revenue, but we would fully direct that to the server costs, the ad revenue, so they can so that the videos can stay off the paywall. But there will also be subscriptions for the extra video tutorials and the sale of educational materials, and as well, like we said before, the live online courses as well.
Another market that we wanted to hit is elementary school students as well as middle schoolers and their parents/guardians, because parents are, aside from, yes, it is directed towards children's education, but the parents and guardians have a lot to do with being able to see what is right for their child in certain aspects of education that they could see, as well as the economic position that we have. It is not, it is all for all socioeconomic classes. There is no restriction on or limitations on that, but due to the nature of our project, we are mostly directing it towards a value proposition. Mostly is on the aspect that it's affordable and it's also accessible, with completed sessions and video tutorials that can be seen, and it can also boost morale and encouragement for these children that can be struggling by themselves and don't really ask questions in class. So having mini minds would be an ability to have to empower them and to give them a virtual space where they can learn at their own pace and at their own rate. So that it's an interactive site, which can be more dynamic, especially when there's one-on-one learning from students, as well as there could be downloadable videos of the session. If there is no Wi-Fi or internet available somewhere that they might go, they can download their videos and just take them on the go.
And for our growth potential, we've seen over the recent years that tutoring for students one-on-one is going to decrease in demand over time, with new openings online or platforms like ours specifically. And there's a lot of sometimes doubt that comes with, I need tutoring, but I can't necessarily go in person. But where can I find them? You know, because I've been in situations like that. We've both been in situations where we would need tutoring, but we don't have the way to get there specifically. So it's also that's also the consideration that we're going to take. And it's also shown from GitNuts that one-on-one tutoring is very beneficial to students, because sometimes we need that personalized time with someone to teach us in a way that is very comprehensible to us and not generalized for our classroom. And the revenue model that we had, like we mentioned before, is an ad-based model and a pay-per-course model, but mostly we're going to speak to the ad-based model or the general target for the website.
Impact that playwrights could have, and it will be the platform that can help with advertising. It can grant better aids for education, especially for students middle school age, because that they need that foundation for future education, such as college and high school, whether it be as well as, oh my gosh, there could be the, as mentioned before, the geographical or financial reasons why they can't have a tutor on demand physically, which can also be the impact that could have. And also the want to increase student comprehension in their academic endeavors, especially a lot of students struggle with math that is very universal, and have that extra help outside of the classroom. For the validation of the concept, we asked an interview with school teachers on their how it was during the COVID-19 pandemic, of how they dealt with classroom of children, how they learned, their expectations of curriculum, and how the development of the children was going during their time in quarantine. And for parents and guardians, I did ask how their involvement with their child's education and learning was and how their child was reacting during COVID-19, how they were learning, and the common struggles that parents face during those pandemics.
And this is a little bit about us. We are from Cities University in Mexico, and yeah, Rachel, Diana, and Ayudrana is basically us. So yeah, we would like to finish our presentation, and thank you everyone for your time and your attention. Thank you so much.
Thank you very much, team number one. And thank you all for sharing your wonderful ideas, and congratulations. A representative from the IAUP will be contacting you directly to proceed with the next steps regarding your prizes. Now I will ask Dr. Chirino to share with us the last information and thoughts.
Hello, everyone. Well, it was very, very good to have you here. We had a lot of participants. I see that all of the proposals were very interesting. And in all of the occasions, we see an increasing degree of elements that are suitable for the society and to improve well-being as intended in these competitions. Thank you very much to all of you, to all of the team for their constant support, and particularly thank you for participating. We will be in touch, and we will be happy to announce next call for participation in the next few months. Yes, Ulises.
Thank you very much for this effort. This is possible with your project, with your effort to the student. And Dr. Chirino says, we hope the next year we have the IAUP business model competition.
May you have an excellent rest of the day, and congratulations to all the winners. Thank you, Dr. Nevares.
Thank you, Dr. Shirina. Thank you, everyone, for attending. See you next time.